Good morning. Maybe. I don't know what time you're listening. This is Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. So this week, I thought I would look at a couple of my favorite Psalms. That's something I tend to go back to a lot in my quiet time. And today, I thought I'd look at a part of Psalm 24. Now, this is a fantastic psalm. And I don't know if you've spent much time in it or not. But it starts out with this incredible declaration that the earth is the Lord's and everything that's in it. Think about that for a moment. It's all God's. You got something? It's God's. Are you something? Actually, you belong to Him too. Everything in this world is His. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and those who dwell therein. It says, because He founded it upon the seas. God's the one who established this world. So if everything belongs to the Lord, doesn't it make you want to be who you ought to be with the Lord? That's the next part of the psalm. So this psalm transitions from the fact that everything belongs to the Lord to the instruction of how we can belong to Him and be who we ought to be. And so it asks this question: who shall ascend the hill of the Lord? And who shall stand in God's holy place? Now that's an invitation I'd kind of like. You know, we're getting close to the Christmas season, and I'll bet you get invitations to, you may get them to Christmas parties, you may get them to Christmas lunches, you may get them to just an invitation to do something with someone, or an invitation to share a meal, or maybe you've been invited somewhere for Christmas. Well, think about all of the great places you might go and all of the wonderful people you might see. And I promise you, none will compare to going into the presence of God and being with Him. So who shall ascend the hill of the Lord, and who will stand in His holy place? Answer: the person who has clean hands and a pure heart. Now, the psalmist explains what that is, gives some details. What does it mean to have clean hands and a pure heart? The psalmist says it's someone who doesn't lift up their soul to what is false. In other words, someone who doesn't hold themselves up to or for or stand for things that aren't true, things that are false, things that are incorrect. Someone who doesn't swear deceitfully. In other words, lies. Someone who doesn't say, oh yes, when they mean no. Or someone who doesn't paint a picture different than what reality really is in order to deceive. And so this is the person, the psalmist says, who will receive blessing from the Lord. You can't come into the presence of the Lord like this without receiving blessing. Now, that's the way it is with the people who seek God, according to Psalm 24. So what is this for me today? Today, it's a day where I want to seek the presence of the Lord. So I acknowledge that the earth is the Lord's and everything in it and everybody who dwells in it, including me. And so I'm going to seek out a relationship with this Lord who is my God. And I'm going to try and do it by being the holy person He wants me to be. I'm not perfect. I make lots of mistakes. I've got lots of sins to apologize for and lots of sins to try to make right. But I sure want to live holy, and I want to be in His presence, and that would be the greatest Christmas gift of all. So that's where I'm starting today in the Psalms. I hope you'll tune in with me again tomorrow as we look at another Psalm, but this is your video thought for the day.